I said I would come back, didn't I? And I'm back. Hi guys, it has been a long time since the last one, but as I said, I would record it, and here I am recording the next video. First of all, I want to thank everyone that had commented on the last one, that has sent me private messages, that had opened up about their personal journeys, and that has touched me a lot. That validates a lot what I'm doing. As I said from the very beginning, I'm doing those videos to create space for trans people to feel seen, to have also a place to feel connected to each other, and it's working. So that makes me very happy. Thank you for that. The video of today, first of all, if you like and if you want to support this channel, like the video and subscribe. That's it. I'm becoming such a YouTuber with time. I made notes today. Okay, so let's get into dating today. Welcome to Becoming Diana. Dating with Diana. Not dating Diana. Maybe. I'm also single. If you want to date me, just send me a message. I'm happy to give it a shot. We never know. I don't know if it's because of my time, but I've almost always dated online and then brought it to my real life. So I've always met people online. That's what I want to say. And before I transition, I've always used apps, and I still use quite some apps to date. Of course, throughout transitioning, there were some that I liked more and some that I liked less, and some that I felt safer, and in some of them I haven't felt so safe. And I want to share about that with you. First one, going from male to female, Grindr kind of left my life. I didn't feel I was very welcome there anymore, so I said goodbye. But thanks Grindr, it was a great time together. I enjoyed it. I didn't feel there was a very healthy dynamic though. I feel much better nowadays without Grindr. Let's just state it. And Tinder. You know, if I go there on Tinder today and don't write trends in my profile, I will get a bunch of likes, and I will get a lot of, guys trying to get into my panties, but then I will have to disclose myself very often, and that won't feel very good because people are not very educated, and they can sometimes say things that will hurt, and it will play with my validation and my être. So I kind of withdraw from Tinder. I didn't feel that this was working for me. I don't feel Tinder was a very queer-friendly place. So, bye Tinder. I try Hinge, but I think I just try Hinge because I like the interface of Hinge. I think it's very cute, and probably the design of that app is what spoke to me the most, but not really the people I met there. I don't have great experience from Hinge. The one that I like the most, actually, and that I use nowadays, is Field. Field I find very welcoming for queer people. It's very queer friendly. There's a lot of understanding as well from people which are there. I think people on Field try mostly to have different experiences as well. So by consequence, people are more open-minded, meaning I don't have to be explaining my existence every time. Voila! And then there is the other part of it, which is meeting people face to face. I never enjoyed that very much, unless I'm in a club or something, then it's fine. But I am that type of girl that will come to a guy if I like him, and I will just say, hey, here's my phone number. Call me. I do that. I actually do that. I think I just do it. Probably it's the artist side of me. Like, I like to go to guys and kind of like see their reactions, and they're always like almost having like an instant orgasm. It's so funny. No, I'm kidding. No, I find it very cute. I like to go there and also, be empowered and just say that's what I want. And It always works. So funny. But now going back to the serious conversation. One of the reasons that I like mostly to date online is because me as a trans woman, as a queer person, I feel safer. I feel that I can easily disclose myself, having that distance. And when I meet someone in a club, I wouldn't mind to disclose myself there, depending on my intentions. But meeting someone outside, I feel always that weight of that I have to disclose myself eventually, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it. So I just accepted that I kind of like mostly meeting people online and then seeing where this leads. About that, you, my lovely trans people, you don't have to disclose yourself in your profile if you don't want to. My advice would be check how is your state of mind at that time. Like if you feel that you are okay to receive a kind of rejection when you disclose yourself in a chat, good. You don't have to force yourself to disclose yourself in your profile for all these strangers all the time. But if you feel that you are quite fragile mentally, I would say disclose yourself directly on the profile, so you avoid these kind of situations. You don't want to be to put your mental health on the line at test all the time. So that's my first advice. Second advice, meet people in public before you meet them. Don't follow my examples. I have never hidden that I love dating. I think it's a big part of me in my existence. I love meeting people. I love meeting different type of guys and everything. And I think my advice would be, if you're chatting with someone that you want to actually go for a drink and it's not a hookup and all, invite them to go to a bar first. You know, like don't take them directly to your place if there is any possibility of any further interest. And if this person doesn't want to go with you to a bar because they are ashamed of who you are, ashamed of being seen with a trans person, with a queer person, then you don't want to be with that person. And send me their phone number because I'm going to beat the shit out of them. But yeah, you don't want to do that. Anyway, disclosing yourself face to face. I would say there is different levels. You know, there were times that I disclosed myself before even kissing the person, times that I disclosed myself after kissing the person, and times that I haven't disclosed myself to now. So if you slapping me and I haven't told you nothing, I'm trans. I find telling someone face to face that I'm trans is very challenging because I have this strong empathy with someone's eyes. So if someone looks at me and they have this change of character of like, wow, she's such a hot girl and I want to sleep with her, and then suddenly they're like, oh, that really affects me a lot. So I tend to avoid things to develop and then telling them. For example, if I see a guy that I know that I don't want to be with, but I want to have a chat because I'm at that bar by myself, then I won't say anything and I would just be in that flirt vibe and enjoy my evening. But then if I see that it is a guy that potentially I would want to kiss or something, I would drop it in the conversation. As you may know, if you watch if you have my Instagram, you will see that I have a show talking about my transition, which is called Delusional. I Killed a Man. Watch the trailer. And I always bring my job. So the person will ask questions and eventually I'm going to speak about the show. But there's other ways that you can find for yourself to disclose in a safer dynamic instead of saying, by the way, I'm trans. Because sometimes this can be, at least for me, it can be like, I don't like the reaction that can come back from it. So I try to just implement it in a subject that the person will have their own time to digest why I'm talking. Disclosing online for me is much easier because, you know, nowadays, this week, I have my profile saying that I'm trans. Last week I didn't, and I changed it by how I feel that week. So this week I feel like, okay, I have energy enough to not educate people, because I'm beyond that. I don't want to educate anything anymore, but just like say, okay, fuck off, bye. But some weeks I feel very fragile, so I don't want to, so I just put that I'm trans, or sometimes I even delete my profile. You follow how you feel. You don't have to do anything. You do how you feel. Okay, beauty. I've come to understand that it's no longer about my validation, but it's about keeping myself light. I enjoy myself much more when someone knows about me and knows who are they dating, and what it would implicate, because I am proud of who I am and I love who I am, and having that elephant in the room, which is just in my head, heavy on my shoulders, will he reject me or not, makes the whole experience less enjoyable. I know it's very cliche to say it, but I think this rejection review is a lot about loving yourself and loving who you are and loving your forms and shapes. No one should have the power of bringing you down, of not validating the person, validating your gender. If you validate it first, no one can afflict you. And I'm not saying that from a place of I overcame that. I still cry sometimes. Like, honestly, it can be a trigger to be dating, and sometimes it can really hit me like, holy fuck, that was really not nice to experience. And I've experienced some tough moments. I can't even start describing it, that I felt so rejected and it hurt myself so much. And after talking with friends and discussing with them, I understood that it's a lot about me, and also a lot about them with themselves and me with myself. My gender is not validated, or should not be validated, by cis straight men. We are beautiful how we are, and there are plenty of fish in the sea, including myself. Swimming by myself. And last of all, I want to say, be safe. Stay true to yourself and protect yourself. Surround yourself with people that love, care, and appreciate you, because that's what we all deserve. Everyone deserves to be loved and cared for. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And I see you very soon in another time.